Hello and welcome to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from the country and the world in just 30 minutes. Let's begin. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated Nalanda University's new campus in Rajgir in the eastern state of Bihar on Wednesday. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that Nalanda is a symbol of India's academic heritage and vibrant cultural exchange. The ceremony was also attended by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, Bihar's Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and the ambassadors of 17 other nations. Ahead of the inauguration, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited the ruins of the Nalanda University, which are a UNESCO World Heritage Site established during the Gupta Empire era. Its faculty members included renowned Buddhist scholars. India's Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar attended the state-level program on World Sickle Cell Day 2024 in central Indian state of Madhya Pradesh. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar highlighted the role of India's tribes and aimed for a cure for sickle cell by 2047. On the World Sickle Cell Day, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterated that his government is committed to overcoming this disease. Union Minister Suresh Prabhu on Wednesday attended an event celebrating the 50th year of TERI, a prominent Indian organization working in the field of environment. A high-level U.S. congressional delegation, including former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, met with spiritual leader Dalai Lama in India's picturesque Dharamshala. Speaking during a public reception in Dharamshala, the leader of the bipartisan delegation, Michael McCall, assured that China would not influence the selection of Dalai Lama's successor. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will pay an official visit to Sri Lanka on 20th of June. India's Minister of Food Processing Industries, Chirag Paswan, launched the website and mobile application of World Food India 2024 today. The world will mark 10th International Day of Yoga on the 21st of June. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared a video on his social media handle X that offers guidance of Shashankasan and its benefits. A yoga session was organized by the Indo-Tibetan Border Police personnel in the Indian state of Odisha ahead of International Day of Yoga on the 21st of June. The demolition of illegal encroachments in Akbarnagar, Lucknow, has cleared 24.5 acres for an eco-tourism hub. The UP government also plans to relocate Lucknow Zoo to this place. A cordon and search operation was conducted in Kartangkunda jungles of Chhattisgarh. The Naxalites opened fire, but no official injured in the encounter, and ammunition and some used items were also recovered in the operation. Delhi's Water Minister Atishi blamed Haryana for worsening the water crisis in the national capital and appealed to Prime Minister Narendra Modi for a resolution. Fitch Ratings revised India's growth forecast to 7.2% for June, projecting 6.5% for fiscal year 2025-26 and 6.2% for 2026-27. India's seafood exports touched an all-time high during the financial year 2023-24, shipping 17,81,602 metric tons of seafood worth $7.38 billion. India's non-cash payments for e-commerce surged from 20.4% in 2018 to 58.1% in 2023 in Asia-Pacific region. Indian benchmark indices ended on a flat note in the volatile session of Wednesday. The Sensex was up 36 points or at 77,337. Nifty was down 42 points at 23,516. Indian rupee slipped 2 paise to settle at 83.45 against the US dollar on Wednesday. Gold future maturing on the 5th of August stood at 71,791 rupees per 10 grams on Multi-Commodity Exchange of India Limited. Silver futures maturing on the 5th of July stood at 89,170 rupees per kilogram on the Multi-Commodity Exchange. Oil prices eased slightly during trade on Wednesday. Brent crude futures eased 17 cents to $85.16 a barrel, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude was down 22 cents to $81.35 a barrel. Asian shares rose to a one-month high on Wednesday, buoyed by a rally in tech stocks, while the dollar was steady as soft U.S. retail sales data reinforced expectations of Federal Reserve cutting rates later this year. The MSCI Asia Pacific Index advanced about 0.8%, with chip and artificial intelligence-related shares. Shares in South Korea and Taiwan also climbed 1% and 1.5%. U.S. retail sales barely rose in May, and data for the prior month was revised considerably lower, suggesting that economic activity remained lackluster in the second quarter. British inflation returned to its 2% target in the month of May for the first time in nearly 3 years, but underlying price pressures remained strong, meaning the Bank of England is likely to wait longer before cutting interest rates. Russian President Vladimir Putin met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in Pyongyang during Putin's state visit to North Korea on Wednesday, which is the first in 24 years. Russia and North Korea signed a strategic partnership agreement, including a mutual defense clause to assist each other against external threats. Kim Jong-un described the pact with Russia as promoting cooperation in politics, economy, and defense, emphasizing its peaceful and defensive nature. South Koreans expressed concerns over Putin's visit to North Korea, fearing it could strain relations with Seoul. The United States expressed worries about deepening ties between Russia and North Korea, viewing their cooperation as problematic. The United States reaffirmed its commitment to defend the Philippines following a confrontation with China in the South China Sea. In a major immigration relief to non-citizens, U.S. President Joe Biden announced plans to offer a pathway to citizenship for non-citizen spouses and children of American citizens. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump held a rally in Wisconsin, positioning himself as the best candidate for the U.S. economy. Trump pledged to reverse President Biden's plans, granting citizenship to hundreds of thousands of undocumented immigrants. Israel's defense forces approved operational plans for a potential offensive in Lebanon amid increased fighting with Hezbollah. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken stated that efforts are going on to bridge gaps in Gaza ceasefire negotiations, citing Hamas's additional conditions to agree for a proposed agreement by President Biden a few weeks ago. Taiwanese President Lai Ching-te asserted that China was attempting to force the self-ruled island into submission, but that it would not bow to the pressure. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa began his second term in office on Wednesday, with his party sharing power after losing its majority for the first time in 30 years of democracy. Colombia announced legal status for up to 540,000 Venezuelan migrants, benefiting adults caring for 270,000 minors. Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte will succeed Jens Stoltenberg as NATO chief after Hungary and Slovakia backed him, clearing a crucial hurdle on his way to NATO's top job. In France, the far-right National Rally Party led in initial polling for upcoming parliamentary elections ahead of left-wing coalition. French far-right leader Jordan Bardella expressed support for Ukraine but denied supplying ammunition amid electoral campaigns. U.S. Staff Sergeant Gordon Black has been sentenced to 3 years and 9 months on charges of theft and threats to kill his girlfriend by a Russian court. The Russian Navy's Pacific Fleet conducted drills in the Far East Kamchatka Peninsula from the 18th of June. The drills will come to an end on the 28th June. Extreme heat during the Hajj pilgrimage in Mecca resulted in over 550,000 deaths due to heat-related illness. It's time to take a quick and short break here on Express News. We'll be right back.
Let's take a look at what are the benefits that come when we let the nature do its own thing.
It was a dumping ground. Who suggested rather than growing something ornamental, why not let's plant something, to grow something edible.
Our vision is to make this into a native woodland, a natural woodland that would have been here in the past. So oak, birch, hazel, rowan, holly, all the tree species you'd expect. And the ground is good ground. The trees will do well here.
Palmyra bags, it negates the destruction of the root structure because we do not remove these bags. Over a period of few weeks, it gets totally degraded and mixes with the soil, which also avoids the plastic pollution.
These are plants that are used to the climate or the environment that they grow. If you didn't water these plants for 3 days, they still know how to grow well and survive.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Express News with me, Deepika. Let's continue. The India Meteorological Department has forecast soaring temperatures for June in the northwest and central parts of India, making it one of the longest heat wave spells. Floods in the northeast Indian state of Assam has inundated 470 villages in 15 districts. Rain is expected to continue in the region for the next 4 to 5 days. Evacuation of stranded tourists continued on Wednesday in North Sikkim's Mankan after they were trapped in heavy rain triggered landslides. At least 9 people have died due to heavy rainfall in Bangladesh. Over 370,000 people are stranded in the Sylhet division. Mexico is bracing for the potential tropical cyclone, one which is expected to approach the coast of Veracruz and Tamaulipas on Wednesday. Torrential rain and landslides in China's coastal provinces of Guangdong and Fujian have killed at least 9 people and left 17 missing. Rescue efforts are underway. At least 11 people died in El Salvador due to torrential rains, and nearly 900 people remain in temporary shelters. The post-fire burning northwest of Los Angeles since Saturday has forced the evacuation of over 1,000 people and burned more than 15,000 acres as of Tuesday. A wildfire in the U.S. state New Mexico has burned through 20,000 acres and impacted at least 500 structures. Thousands have been evacuated. A mini tornado was seen moving through northern France on Tuesday. 34 houses have suffered damages and 1 farm building has partially collapsed. Over 500 women performed a traditional folk dance on the closing day of the International Summer Festival in the North Indian city of Shimla. Devotees thronged the Ram temple in the northern Indian city of Ayodhya to mark the last Tuesday of the Jyesht month of the Hindu calendar. Muslim pilgrims performed a final tawaf on Tuesday to complete the annual Hajj pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia. Devotees circled the Kaaba in Mecca's Grand Mosque. A rare species of bioluminescent mushrooms that emit bright green light at night have been discovered in the forest of Kasaragod in India's Kerala state. Atlantic sturgeons are being reintroduced in Sweden's water 100 years after its population died out due to heavy fishing and poor water quality. 16-year-old Kenyan Emma Akolma Bangura defies all odds as she juggles supporting her family through street vending while pursuing her dream of competing in judo at Olympics. Inspired by the debut of breaking in Olympics this year, Japan's seniors have started a breakdancing club made up of elderly citizens. Inmates in an Argentine prison staged a play exploring the lives and challenges of women and transgender inmates before and after their time in jail. The play, by winner of the International Ibsen Award, Lola Arias, is heading to Europe at the end of this month of June. It was part of a workshop that Arias gave in women's prison. India's AI model, Zara Shatavri, is one of the top 10 finalists in the world's first beauty pageant for AI-generated models. US tech company Nvidia on Tuesday overtook Microsoft as the world's most valuable company. Shares of the company surged about 173% this year compared to Microsoft's 19%. An FDA-approved device called Linaya has been developed to help treat a tinnitus disorder that causes constant ringing in the ears. Linaya combines two stimulations to train the brain to ignore the ear ringing. 87 out of 100 patients who used the device saw an improvement in their tinnitus. Chinese electric vehicle maker Xpeng flew its latest experimental drone car during a short test flight on Tuesday. The two-seater EV called the Voyager X2 performed a vertical takeoff and landing in China's Hebei. The car can fly for 25 minutes with a maximum speed of 130 kilometers per hour. An insect-like robot is being designed at Stanford University to explore the challenging terrain of caves on the Moon and Mars. Named ReachBot, the bot is able to identify points on rocky surfaces. Researchers tested a ReachBot prototype in California's Mochave Desert. South Korea will introduce a K-culture trainee visa program for foreign visitors seeking to learn K-pop choreography at Korean entertainment companies later this year. 16th century Italian painter Titiana's Rest on the Flight into Egypt that was stolen in the 90s is up for sale at a Christie's auction on the 2nd of July with an estimated price of up to $32 million. U.S. fashion brand Ralph Lauren continues to be the official outfitter of the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic teams competing at the upcoming 2024 Paris Olympic Games for the 9th year now. India's Mumbai International Film Festival entered its 5th day. A package for the specially abled under Divyangjan will be screened. The trailer of the Indian filmmaker Tahira Kashyap's debut drama called Sharma Ji Ki Beti has been released. The film will be out on Prime Video on the 28th of June. The makers of Indian sci-fi film called Kalki 2898 AD, set to release on the 27th of June, unveiled a first-look poster of Malayalam actress Shobana in the film. British actor Theo James has been named as a Global Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. British actor Sir Ian McKellen is in recovery after he fell off a London stage while performing Player Kings on Monday. Cast of the upcoming drama called The Bike Riders joined the Los Angeles premiere of the film. The Bike Riders will release in theatres this Friday. Swedish rock and metal band Ghost's new feature-length film called Right Here, Right Now is set to be out in cinemas globally from the 20th of June. Canadian singer Celine Dion received a standing ovation during the New York premiere of a documentary called I Am Celine Dion. The film will stream globally on Prime Video from 25th of June. British actor Miley Bobby Brown surprised a few fans at the unveiling of a first wax figure at Madame Tussauds in London. The figure will be on display and open to the public on Wednesday. Korean pop group Blackpink's member Rose on Tuesday signed a solo management contract with YG subsidiary, the Black Label. Now, South Africa will have no room for error against a spirited USA in its opening Super 8 match of the T20 Cricket World Cup tonight. Kane Williamson steps down as the captain of New Zealand's white ball team and opted out of a national contract for the year 2024-25 following Black Caps' early exit from the ongoing T20 Cricket World Cup. In Deaf Cricket Tournament, England beat India on the basis of DLS method in the first match of the 7-match T20 series. World champion Neeraj Chopra clinched a gold medal in men's javelin throw at the prestigious Paavo Nurmi Games in Finland. Olympic Committee of Serbia has announced that 24 times Grand Slam winner Novak Djokovic will compete at the upcoming Paris Olympics. Portugal kick-started their Euro 2024 campaign with an edgy 2-1 Group F victory over a dodged Czech Republic on Tuesday. Portugal footballer Pepe became the oldest player in European Championships history after he was named in the side for their Euro 2024 opener against Czech Republic. Turkey beat Georgia by 3-1 in dramatic battle after stunning long-range strike from teenager Arda Güler. Hungary will look forward to cause a major upset when they face tournament host Germany in their second Euro 2024 Group A match on Wednesday. And one of the greatest baseball players of all time and the Hall of Fame centerfield, Willie Mays, passed away on the 18th of June at the age of 93 due to heart failure. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere, keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.